a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go.
Watch the run, watch the run. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. He's scared.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 54. Hey man, watch the boot. 10. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. From the 44, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Set, lady. 54. Man, I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Third and long, it's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, Stafford going up top for Kupp. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Second down, here's Mostert again. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 78 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. A great run here in the first, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, easy. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 5-0. Just like that. Just like that. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Check curls.
Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, he'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
In your face.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
53, ready.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D. 59!
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Stop your whining.
It's caught by Jackson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike 11. Mike 54.
Now it's Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
36. Mike 36.
Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Richie James. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 36. Mike.
Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. In this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
36. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Set. Move 60. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Mike, lady. Mike 54. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Monday. Hey. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, let's get this.
Throwing is Stafford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey. 50. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry. Hey. 59. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Kill. Mike.
Stafford.
54. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Here we go. Here we go.
To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Samson Abukum. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down at 7.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And oh, he hurdles him and into space. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
112 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
49. 49's the mic.
Lance going to sneak it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gold is able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a 2nd field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage that they need.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Completes this to Jefferson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Mike's 5-4. I got one.
Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Oh, you got defense.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
50-50. Hey, go here.
Watch the curl.
Now it's Stafford. And the catch made by Hopkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that.
Stafford.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 143 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
A The handoff running left is Mostert, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Working with a 2nd and 3.
36. Man, I got you. Watch the safety creep.
On the handoff, this is Mostert, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. From Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
Watch the run. Watch 36.
All right.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end...
And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Down. 10 black.
36.
6. Mega.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
And they'll go for it. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go.
Going right back to Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Akers. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
36. You don't know no better. Watch 36.
The Lance going to throw.
Tighten up. Let's go. Tighten up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Guys, pick it up. Watch 30.
Now Mostert. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 186 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're not ready for this.
This is Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Second and 9.
65, 65, 65.
Here's Mostert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mostert. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl.